Odyssey's story begins in 480 BC, where King Leonidas leads the Spartan army against a Persian charge during the Battle of Thermopylae. The skirmish is won, but Leonidas is informed by a captured enemy that the Persian army has learned of the mountain path and will surround the Spartans by morning. Nevertheless, Leonidas resolves to hold off the Persian advance. In 2018, Layla Hassan recovers Leonidas' spear and extracts from it the DNA of his grandchildren, Alexios and Kassandra, to be used for her Animus to find the location of the Staff of Hermes Trismegistus. Whichever sibling is selected by the player, and therefore by Layla, is designated as the Eagle Bearer. In 431 BC, at the onset of the Peloponnesian War, the Eagle Bearer is hired by a mysterious merchant named Elpenor to assassinate the Wolf of Sparta in the polis of Megaris, and departs Capolonia after befriending a naval captain named Barnabas, and assuming command of his ship, the Adrestia. In Megaris, the Eagle Bearer learns that the Wolf of Sparta is in fact the sobriquet of Nicolaus, that Nicolaus is not in fact their biological father, and has another adopted son, Stentor, and that their mother Myrinne left Nicolaus and Sparta shortly after the incident at Mount Taygetos. The Eagle Bearer travels to Pokis to confront Elpenor, who reveals himself to be a member of the cult of Cosmos, and is aware of their lineage as the grandchild of Leonidas. Disguised with Elpenor's mask and robes after killing him, the Eagle Bearer infiltrates a secret cult meeting in Delphi, where they discover the cult is targeting their family, and that their younger sibling had survived the fall from Mount Taygetos, but has been manipulated by the cult into becoming their champion, known as Deimos. Accompanied by Barnabas and Herodotus, the Eagle Bearer embarks on an extended journey across the Greek world, and eventually reunites with Myrinne, who had assumed the alias of Phoenix as the oligarch of the polis of Naxos. Myrinne persuades her eldest child to convince the Spartan regime to reinstate their citizenship and ancestral estate, and they continue undermining the cult's activities in the Greek world together. The Eagle Bearer later encounters and fights Deimos at the Battle of Pylos, but is captured and taken to Athens, where the Cultist Kleon enjoys popularity as leader of the city-state, following the death of his rival, Perikles, years prior. The Eagle Bearer escapes captivity and thwarts Kleon's plans, with the help of their Athenian allies. The Eagle Bearer later joins Brasidas' Spartan forces in confronting Kleon's Athenian army at the Battle of Amphipolis, where the leaders of both armies die in battle, thus heralding the end of the first half of the Peloponnesian War. Afterwards, the Eagle Bearer returns with Myrinne to Mount Taygetos to confront Deimos. Depending on key decisions made by the player at predetermined points of the game's narrative, the Eagle Bearer either redeems or kills Deimos, and their actions also have a direct bearing on the fates of their extended family members, and determines whether they will have a successful family reunion for the main plotline's epilogue. After eliminating the cult, the Eagle Bearer returns to their sanctuary in Delphi, where they find the cult's pyramid-shaped artifact and Aspasia, who reveals herself to be the cult's original leader. Disgusted by what the cult had become under Deimos' influence, Aspasia secretly helped the Eagle Bearer dismantle it, so that its original ideals of peace through order may survive. After touching the artifact and receiving visions of future conflicts, the Eagle Bearer destroys it and decides Aspasia's fate. At some point during their lifetime, the Eagle Bearer also meets their biological father Pythagoras, who is revealed to be a descendant of the Isu like Myrinne and Leonidas, and inherits the Staff of Hermes from Pythagoras to safeguard the secrets of Atlantis, gaining biological immortality in the process. In the present, Layla encounters the Eagle Bearer in Atlantis, who warns her that the world needs balance between the Assassins' and Templars' ideals. Either side prevailing over the other will result in the world's doom. Layla also learns that she is the prophesied one who will bring balance between the concepts of chaos and order. The Eagle Bearer gives Layla the staff before passing away.